Chairman, we're halfway through, or nearly halfway through, a debate on some of the SOE matters in this financial review estimates debate. So I thought I'd take a call at the sort of midway point on the broader range of SOEs that have been selected by members for debate this afternoon. If that last contribution was a result of a Harvard education, I think we've all got problems. The shareholding ministers are custodians of around $25 billion of investment by taxpayers and SOEs. Members might be interested to know this represents slightly more than 20% of the net worth of the Crown. Additionally, SOEs hold almost $47 billion in assets and in the 2009 financial year paid about $647.6 million in dividends, which included $150 million special dividend from both Meridian and Mighty River Power. The responsibility of shareholding ministers is to ensure that this investment, that is the $25 billion, effectively delivers an appropriate return. As the member who's just resumed his seat asserted, and he asserted with respect to the facts correctly, recent returns, that is returns prior to this financial year, have been unsatisfactory, although, as Minister Brownlee pointed out, they are now starting to improve. For the whole SOE portfolio, there was an annualised return on equity of 1.5% for the 6 months ended 31 December 2008, and this increased to 4.4% for the 6 months ended December 2009. However, Mr Chairman, shareholding ministers are firmly of the view that there's still plenty of room for improvement and will be continuing, along with officials, to work with SOEs during the current business planning round to develop appropriate performance expectations. The shareholding ministers will be looking at a range of measures in terms of performance. To this end, ministers have asked officials to establish a range of financial performance indicators to be used across the portfolio, covering shareholder returns, profitability and efficiency, leverage and solvency. These have now been agreed following consultation with SOEs and should be included in each of the company's 1011 SCI. Shareholding ministers will also use the current business planning round as an opportunity to discuss capital structure and dividend expectations. No, they didn't, actually disturbingly they didn't, Mr Mallard. The money invested in SOEs is taxpayers' cash. It's not money that necessarily belongs to SOEs, and that provides an incentive to see money returned to the Crown as a dividend. Of course, those discussions as to whether money should be reinvested in the SOEs or returned to ministers by way of dividend go on as part of that business planning round. The issue that the member who was previously on his feet raised about price rises is one that deserves a quick comment before I resume my seat and allow the debate to continue. His government had 9 years to implement his plan for dividends to be used to reduce power prices. Between 2000 and 2008, we saw increases of about 66% in those price increases across the board. And at that time and over that period, the Crown took $3.5 billion in dividends. I think it's a bit rich now to be listening to examples or advice from members opposite about what this government should be doing in that regard when those members have plenty of time to put their plan in place. Extracting performance is a very high priority for shareholding ministers. We are making some progress, but there is much work still to be done.
I call Chris Ockenvold.
Thank you, Mr Chairman. I would like to speak on Meridian Energy, Mr Chairman. As Meridian